Okay, so I'm going to go over the Liberty Bell website and the different functions that we have with our new site, and also how it pertains to the agents. So right now we are looking at the Liberty Bell main site for the office, and you'll see that it says Liberty Bell Real Estate and then Jenkintown, Langhorne, and Mount Laurel, and then you'll see the other tabs, and you see the main center with the photo of the office, and then down below we have our slogan where it says that we're serving the different counties, and then our address down below. If we were to go into one of our, and the site looks the same as for the agent sites, and the only difference is to the right now it has the agent name, and the other difference is that it has about the agent. So if we go back to the main site, you'll see that under about we have meet the agents, and there for meet the agents it will show a directory of all our agents, and it gives the ability, if one of your clients is looking for you, they can email you or call you with your information there. On the individual site, the difference for the agent is it has agent info that pertains to that individual agent. There are 3 things that are customizable for the individual agent site, and that is about the agent and the agent blogs. And with the agent sites, you can create a property search that you can post on other websites like Facebook and other social media content. And you can also create individual listing pages for your listings too. So you can tell your sellers that their listing is going to have its own website page. And I'll briefly go through that in a little bit. Also, you will be able to have IDX with our new site, and also capture leads and do email campaigns with those. But as I had mentioned earlier, in a couple of weeks I will do a training to show you how to do the different components and work with the website. So right now I'm just giving a demo of what it can do. So the main function is when we're home, your buyers and sellers will be able to get information about Liberty Bell and you as an individual agent. They'll be able to do a property search through the IDX, and you'll see that they can search by town, zip code, and they can search from some other options, and then they'll begin their search. And so if we were to search for Abington, and we put in 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and then we just hit and we begin our search, then they'll get a response, and they'll see a map, and they'll see the individual listings. And when they click on a listing, they'll get more information. They can see photos of the properties, of the property, and then they can sign up if they want more information, and here they would choose the agent if they've signed up on the site. So that's the one big thing, is there's an IDX search. Then we have some other tabs that have general information for our buyers and sellers. So under the Buyers tab, we have questions for them to help you work with them. So there's a buyer's questionnaire. There's 9 steps to owning a home, loan pre-qualification, applying for a home loan, and why, and inspection. So they're going to be static on all of the websites. And then under Sell, we have what is my house worth, curb appeal checklist, staging checklist, why an inspection, and market update. So most of the stuff here is static except for two. So what is my house worth will take them to a form, and they can sign up with the form, and it will get emailed to you. And then you can assist them, look up, do an evaluation on their home, a CMA, and send it to them. So it's a way for you to capture leads. The other link there was the market update, in which takes them to a trend page for the last month. So I will update this on a regular basis, and your client then could be able to look, or potential buyers or sellers would find this on the website. The other thing that I didn't mention on the Buy tab was all of our office listings are there. So if someone comes, they can see what listings are in our office. And again, they could come here, maybe see something, and then they could do a new search too. And you also notice over on the right, most of these pages have a mortgage calculator and mortgage affordability calculator to help them in their search process with looking for a home. And then there's a finance tab, which gives them information about our affiliated mortgage person, and they could fill out a form here that would then go to the mortgage person. And then under the About, there's more information. There's company information about the agent. The one thing that's customizable here is that you can blog. So if they were to click on the blog page and you're blogging, they would show all the different blogs that you've done. And then there's some other information that's going to be on a standard is from the main site, which is career opportunities, getting listed, getting licensed, I should say, and some other information. And then there's a property management page, and on this page there's some information about the property management that Liberty Bell does, and then from here they could sign up, and information would come to the office about someone interested in property management. So that is the front end of the website for individual agents. But on the back end, so I'm going to go ahead and log in now, and when you log in as an agent, you will come to the agent dashboard, and you will be in the back end of Liberty Bell's website as an agent. And here you will have different tools to help you update your website, add blog posts to it, create individual property pages, or create search pages. You'll also have some information that's going to update you on news at Liberty Bell. And then you also will have some industry news that will just be a news feed coming in on a daily basis that's updated regularly there. So if we look here, we're on the main dashboard, and you'll see our mission statement is there. You'll also see that we have some office news. We have a new office, if you were not aware. We now have an office in Langhorne. And there's information to get a hold of me. You can email me if you need website support. And also there is some information on the back office for Liberty Bell, some frequently asked questions about our website. So if you click that, you can get some website support right there. And again, down here is the industry news. Over on the left side of the dashboard, you see a menu, and across the top you see a few tabs also. So the center one will be your site. You can go visit your site. So if you were to click on this, it would take you back out to your site. Over here you could add a new post or a new page, or you could update photos for different postings that you were doing. Okay, and then there's lead in, and I will come back to that later. Over here on the left, you'll see some menu items to take you to different pages that you might use to help you with your real estate business. So we have the Home tab, which will always take you back to this dashboard right here. So if you go off and click on a different tab and you want to come back to this page, you just need to click on the home and it will take you back there. The next one, this will take you to the Liberty Bell back office page. So if you click on there, it will take you to our Liberty Bell back office, and here you will find information to help you with different things you need for transactions with Liberty Bell. And so if you've not visited libertybellbackoffice.com, you should. There's a tab for office support, training, marketing, careers, forms, different information there. If you get stuck and you're not sure about an answer, if you come under office support and frequently asked questions, some of your questions might be answered at 2 o'clock in the morning if you're working on a transaction. And then also under training, there's the tab for website support with some questions about things that you can do with the Liberty Bell agent website. All right, so back to the dashboard for the agent website. The next thing that we have there is MailChimp, and MailChimp is another website not affiliated with Liberty Bell, but it is an email campaign, a contact management system, so that you can email your buyers and sellers. And I'm going to go over that in a little bit. And then there's a link to Trend, a link to Dotloop, a link to CirclePix. And CirclePix is a service for agents with listings so that you can create virtual tours and have professional photography taken of your listings. So it's a great service. And clicking on that will take you there. So again, you can sign up here. This is not a service that Liberty Bell pays for at this time. I believe it is about $50 a month, but you can look here and they have some great tools to help you with your listings. And then there's a link to the agent search page, and I'll get back to that in a little bit, and then the Agent IDX contact login, and I'm going to come back to that in a little bit too. So then we have a print center. So if you click on this tab, it will list different resources to help you with your listings. So the first thing we have is downloadable print materials. And if you click on these different links, you can download PDF flyers, or they're actually Word documents, that you can save to your computer and then upload your own pictures there. So in the case here, we have this nice flyer. Some information's already pre-formatted. You would change the pictures and your picture, and you take out my information and put in your own information, and you could have this printed out, and then you have a real nice flyer for your listings. So there's different styles there for you to choose from. If you want to have someone else do flyers for your listings or any other marketing that you might want to do, there are some links here to other sites, and there are charges that are associated with those sites that would you would pay directly to them. They're just provided for you there as a resource to help you with your real estate business. The next thing that we have is the Everydoor Direct through the U.S. Post Office. I have samples put up on the site so that you could see what they might look like, and we would swap out other agents' information on the template and put in yours. So you can see this is for an open house that I had done back in the fall, I believe, or yes, October. So this is a nice thing to do, and the way it works is you mail to a U.S. postal route, a carrier route, and there's a charge. It's with postage and printing of the cards, it's about 42 cents. But you have to mail to everyone on the route. It's anywhere from 300 to 500, maybe 700 people at the most. So, but it's a great tool if you're interested for your listings or open houses or just sold. I can assist you with that. There is an online order form that you can fill out, and you'll put in the information, and then I can see what card you want put together, and I can work up some information and tell you what it's going to cost. So this is our print center. The next thing there, we have posts, media, and pages. So if you want to create your daily blog post, if you were someone who was going to do that, you could create a new post. You could see all of your posts by clicking on these tabs. You have pages, any pages that you have. If you went to all pages, you could see what pages you've created. And this is where you would create your individual listing pages or search pages that you could post on places like Facebook. And there are two other things here. There's something called Zopin Chat. And so if we go back and look at the main page, you'll see that they're down in the lower right corner, there was this little gray box that says leave a message. And what you're able to do at no cost is have a built-in chat on your website. So if somebody went to your website and they wanted information about a house, or they wanted to help you work with them, they want you to help them, then you could leave a message, or if you were online, they could actually chat with you online. So it's a great tool there. And the way that works is you would, when you sign up for the website, you would let me know if you want that created. They do have a base one user level that is free, and I could create that for you. And once you sign up, we can talk more about that. The next thing is something called Lead In, and it will capture your leads for you. And for this, I would enter your email, and it has a free service also. And once you accept it and we do that, it can capture leads on your website. It can also capture them and link them right to your mail program. So it's a really nice service, those two things there. If you go over their minimums, then there's fees involved, but that's something that you could decide if you wanted to do or not. The other thing that I want to talk about real briefly is the MailChimp. And this is a way that you can email and stay in contact with your buyers and sellers. And MailChimp also has a free level. If you have less than 2,000 email subscribers and you send less than 12,000 emails a month, then you can have a free account. You can create your own flyers and mail to them on a regular basis to stay in touch with your buyers and sellers. So it's a great tool. They do have different levels, and we can link this right to your website so it's done automatically. You can also sign up people individually. It all depends on what you would like to do. So we did a search out on the website under property search, and this is hosted by a company, a third party for Liberty Bell, and they're providing the IDS link between Trend and our Liberty Bell website. And so we're able to offer this to you as a part of the website at no additional charge. So the website is $49 a year, and the IDX is a part of that. So you can go ahead and sign up your buyers and sellers that you're already working with, and they can go onto your website and do a search. And when you want to see what they've been doing, or you want to sign other people up in your dashboard, you would click on the IDX link, and you then would log into the other company. So when you log in, you can see your account information. You can go into the email center if anyone's emailed you, but you would go into your prospect management and you can see who signed up with you, and you can add people here. You can also see what kind of activity they had. You can get an activity report on individuals and see what they've been looking at. So it's a really nice tool, and this is a part of the system that we are offering. Okay. And the other thing that I have here, which is a part of this IDX system, is the agent search page. So this is here so we can create web searches and post them onto our website. So right here, I have taken us to the IDX page. We would do a web search, and if you did a web search, let's just say for Abington again. When you get your results for this search, you would go up to the link in the address bar and you would copy that, and you could paste that onto Facebook, and you could highlight a search. You could say, you know, great houses for sale in Abington. Or the better thing to do would be to create a page on your website and then post that on Facebook. And so people would come back to your website, they would get information, so they would see the main site when they came back, and let me go to the office, because it will be similar to the office listings page. So they would come back, you would have a heading, you would, you know, list it as great houses for sale in Abington, and then you could capture leads this way. And so you would see they would have the mortgage calculator and the affordability calculator to the right. If they wanted to do a new search, they could just click on the new search, and they would have this information there, but it would be the search that you had just done. And I'm going to do a tutorial in a couple of weeks on how to do that, how you can place your search into your individual web page. Okay. So I'm going to show you a page that I created for one of my listings, which is very similar to doing the search too. So I created a listing page for a listing I have in Willow Grove, and I named it the address, and all I did was an MLS number search and put that into the page that I created, and now I have a individual website for my listing in Willow Grove. And any photos are there, the virtual tour will all show up. So then you could post this on Facebook. You would capture people coming back to your Liberty Bell website, and if they didn't like this property, then they could do a new search. They could sign up with you. So it's a great tool to help you get some new business. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'll open it up for some questions, and then we'll be finished. So this was really not a long workshop tonight. So if you're interested and you want to sign up for the website, it's $49 a year, and that will include the IDX and all of the integration with the MailChimp and the lead-in and the chat. And to do that, you would go to the Liberty Bell back office website. And you would go under training, and you would go to, you would go under marketing and go to agent website order form. And here a form would pop up. You would put in your name, the email address you use for real estate, your mobile phone number, your direct number. I would put in, if you did not have a direct number, I would just put in your office that you're affiliated with, whether it was Jenkintown, Mount Laurel, or Langhorne. Fax number, your Trend MLS number, and then your PA or New Jersey real estate number, a business photo, and any other information. If you have your own domain name, so a vanity domain name that you're going to point to your Liberty Bell website, and your Liberty Bell website format will be your first name and your last name .libertybellagents.com. And so that we could point that to there. I would like you to give me some bio information so I could put that on your About page. And then, do you want the chat activated? Do you want the lead-in activated? And do you want me to help you set up the MailChimp? And you just would hit submit, and then you could drop off a check made out to Liberty Bell Real Estate for $49, and that's the annual cost for the whole website. All right, so let me just open it up for some questions. Okay, does anybody have any questions? All right, well, if there's no questions, then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to thank you for going ahead and listening to it. So looks like we had a couple people out there. Okay, so Tanya and Dave, thanks for attending. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. And if you have any questions, you can just email me or call me. And then, and again, if you do want an individual agent website, I can just go to the Liberty Bell back office website and sign up, and I'll get it up and running for you.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Right.
Thank you very much. Good presentation.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Everybody have a nice night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.